There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. Sponsored by the Vinyl Outlet, Key Video Productions, and Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. I'm Russ Salvatore.
And I'm Jan Farrington. And our show is all about introducing you to some of the area's best restaurant treasures. We're going to meet their chefs who will prepare those same mouth-watering signature dishes that you find in their restaurants, and you're going to learn some of their trade secrets so that you can make them on your own.
Our first stop is the Italian Village restaurant in DiPaolo.
I had the chance to meet the Balconi family, John and Fifa, mom and dad, and John and Mima, son and daughter. They're all under one roof, and they have this gorgeous, sleek, sexy restaurant. But you know what? It's really all about the food.
A lot of people have come in and have mentioned, Russ, have you been to the Italian Village? I know the people very well. Nicest people in the world. And right from Sicily, if you don't know how to speak Italian, you go there, you're going to know everything that they say. But nothing but compliments, compliments, compliments.
You will feel like family. When I was there, FIFA and John had this big pot of spaghetti going. They had a pan of lasagna going that was about the size of this table. And I mean, the menu is terrific. They have specials every day. They cater. They can do it all. We are going to go to Marco, John, and FIFA right now because I know they have something cooking in the kitchen at Artisan Kitchens. Take a look.
5 decades in the business. This family knows what tradition is. They know what it means to put bread on the table. I'm with John and FIFA Balconi of the Italian Village. The whole family is together under one roof now, and we're about to make one of your house specialties. Am I right?
Yes.
Welcome to Come Dine With Me, guys. Tell us what we're going to start making.
Thank you, Marco. So we start to make as a traditional dish from Sicily. We call it pasta puttanesca. That's an assortment with garlic, onions.
So you want to make sure that the garlic is brown.
Garlic, you know, we got to saute the garlic
and the
onions.
And the onions, because that brings out the flavor. Now, John, should we tell the audience what the puttanesca sauce means or where it comes from, where it originated?
But it originated right from Sicily.
It meant feeding the ladies of the evening is what
Exactly.
it meant. So
Exactly.
I'll take the blame on that one, and I'll tell the audience what it means. That's okay. So we got our onions and our garlic sauteed, and we're going to add
tomatoes.
Add the anchovies.
Now, don't be afraid of the anchovies, right? The anchovies is a traditional Sicilian ingredient.
dish, yeah.
You don't have to put if you don't want anchovies.
But it also gives it that saltiness, and they will melt, so it's not like you're going to be eating a whole fillet of anchovy. So what do? We saute it until the anchovy melts? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
We can let it wait a few minutes,
Okay.
and we can start with tomatoes.
And you're using a fresh tomato? You're
Yes,
using
fresh
just
tomatoes.
diced regular beefsteak or Roma?
That's a Roma tomatoes.
Roma tomato?
It's the best tomatoes.
Okay.
We
And then
can
this
use
is
for
a
that.
San Marzano tomato sauce,
It's,
correct?
yes.
No.
Go ahead and put in the
Go ahead,
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
About how many tomatoes do you think that is?
4 or 5
Okay.
tomatoes. Depends how many quantity you want to make it.
Right, right.
If you want to make one dish, you can put 2 or 3 tomatoes. If you want to make a half a dozen people, you can put them, like I say, about a dozen
Which
tomatoes.
is what the Italian Village serves.
Well, that's
you know,
a normal
they make
we
one
do, yeah.
plate, it serves 5 or 6 people, am I right?
Yeah.
We don't know how to cook small. This is odd.
You have a dinner and then you do the lunch the next day,
Right,
probably
exactly.
dinner again, you know. And
Just get the capers.
Now the capers add another little dimension of saltiness,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes. Now we can do the green olives, slice. Now we start them with black olives. That's like the calamari. That's an assortment of Sicilian and Greek olives.
I was going to say a lot of
Yes.
Greek cooking is a lot like the Sicilian cooking as well.
You know.
When you're adding Kalamata olives to the dish, make sure that they're pitted because you don't want to bite into an olive pit. You could break a tooth, and I call them little olive bones, so be careful with those. Oh, it smells good. So what's next?
now I'm going to put some basil and parsley.
It's all about freshness. It's all about the ingredients. And you can see that these are top quality ingredients going into the Italian Village dishes.
Okay, now we put a little bit of sauce, tomato sauce.
So tell me a little bit about the restaurant. You got a banquet room there. It seats
About 110. Then we got another one between 45, 50, and plus the dining room where we have it, you know.
Nice. And it's all about the Italian heritage. It's all about the traditional Sicilian cooking. I'm Sicilian as well, so in family tradition, I understand.
Well, sure, Tino, where do you think it come from?
I know. And I remember when I opened up my restaurant 25 years ago, you were one of the first people to come and say congratulations, and you told me how to buy pasta.
Remember when I told you paid too much money for the pasta?
I paid too much money. I do. I remember it well.
Oh, I'm telling you, this I never forget that.
No, me neither.
I said, you paid $1 a pound as a Marcos. What are you doing?
I know.
Now it's $3 a pound.
Now it's $3 a pound. But I know it's been a great run. The water's boiling. It's lightly salted, and we're going to add some al dente spaghetti. I love when a husband and wife are cooking in the kitchen. John says to FIFA, "Give me a spoon." She says, "You don't need it." So John pretends he cooks, but FIFA's in the kitchen all the time.
You got that right.
He's out in the dining room talking. Am I right?
You got that
Constantly?
right. Yeah.
You got to have somebody have a customer relation.
That's right. That's right.
And the customer relation, this means a lot.
Absolutely.
Especially today. You go any place else, I mean, I see you're cooking in the kitchen, and you got people in your dining room. You finish your cook, you go to the table.
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
How are you, Joe? How are you, Tony?
That's right.
You know, and people like that.
And I learned from the best. I learned from John at the Italian Village, and I remember going there, and the first person that would greet us at the door was John. And it always impressed me. So when I'm in my business, I do the same thing. I mirror image. I mirror after success. The John Balcones, the Ross Salvatores of the industry.
I do my best what I can to, you know, try to teach somebody else the best.
Pasta puttanesca. This is a single serving at the Italian Village. The Balcone family is in the kitchen, making sure it's done right and it's done fresh. This is incredible. The flavors are intense. The olives, the capers, the anchovies. Man, you guys do it right. Go visit my friends at the Italian Village.
6354 Transfer Road in Depew.
Come and dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Design, deliver, and install. We can do it all.
Hi, I'm Mike Andrzejewski from C-Bar Mike A. at Lafayette, Cantina Loco and Topo. You're watching Come Dine With Me, Western New York.
Beautiful design starts with Artisan Kitchens and Baths. Let us transform your kitchen or bath into the dream room you desire. Whatever your style and taste, Artisan Kitchens and Baths can design and install your vision to perfection. Our design team will work within your budget to give you quality at affordable prices. Update your home with Artisan Kitchens and Baths, 200 Amherst Street, Buffalo.
Paul Bellani, where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Why, Russell's, of course. Be my guest and let us do the rest.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new fence, railing, or deck, trust in the best.
The final outlet. Let us transform your home.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar. Others, our relaxed and comfortable dining room. And then there are those who say it's our private meeting and banquet rooms where we take care of everything. Whatever draws you to Buffalo's best grill and catering, one thing's for certain. You'll always get a great meal. We pride ourselves on our casual atmosphere with very comfortable prices. Buffalo's best grill and catering, Southwestern Boulevard in Orchard Park. Stop in today and see why we're Buffalo's best.
I'm here today with Milton Kusandreas from Milton's, Alton's, and the Columns Banquet Facility. And we're making one of my favorite dishes, one of his signature dishes, homemade meatloaf. I can't wait to get started on this. Milton, why don't you walk us through this?
Very easy to make. The good thing with meatloaf is you don't have to be a chef or a cook to know how to make meatloaf. You just put the ingredients in, mix it up, put it in the oven, and it's all done. We're going to start by cracking some eggs. We have a 10-pound mix here. Ground beef.
And that's just a standard 80-20 mix?
Yes.
Okay.
5 eggs. Gonna mix them up.
Just give them a little quick whip.
Yeah.
That'll help them kind of get blended so you're not over mixing the meat.
Add the egg mixture. To that, we're gonna add 2 cups of breadcrumbs. We're gonna have 1 cup of finely chopped onion. We have 1 cup of onion powder. We're gonna have 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, black pepper, tablespoon of parsley, and a tablespoon of allspice seasoning. To that, we're going to add about a cup of V8 juice.
V8 juice.
Yes.
Ah, that's the secret.
Yes. And we have about half a cup of beef base that we've diluted in water, and we add that to our mix. And now we are ready to
just blend all the ingredients.
Mix it
This
up.
is the fun part.
You got to really mix it so it's easy to form into a loaf when you're ready to.
You know, one of the nice things about meatloaf is there's so many variations. Everybody has their own secret recipe. But this one here is really, really special because it's got that Milton's Altan's special touch to it, which I love so much. One of my favorites. Just dump it right in here. And we'll just put it right on the board. Get it ready to shape, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
What we want to do is put a little oil
On the bottom,
of that.
Okay, that'll keep it from sticking?
Yes, and after we put that in place, we're going to add about 1 inch of water to the bottom of the pan.
About how many people will this feed here, Milton?
I'd say about 10 people.
10 people?
Yeah. Maybe a little more.
As I say, you must give amazing portions because I think I could feed the neighborhood with that.
We do give large portions,
I know
though.
you
got to
do.
understand.
I know you do. We got that working. We're just going to transfer it right into the pan here, huh?
That's going to be the tricky part, but
we can do it.
We can do it.
Put that right up there for you. And then we'll kind of reshape it again.
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
And it doesn't have to be perfect, right?
Now that's what made
we want to
meatloaf.
finish that off with, gives a nice flavor and color, ketchup.
And that'll add that little natural sweetness to
yes.
it, huh?
And a nice color.
It'll give a nice brown to it when it's
Yeah.
cooked. Yeah, the sugars and that ketchup will make it nice and brown. Oh yeah. Beautiful.
Okay.
You know, I think if meatloafs could smile, that would be smiling right about now.
Just going to add a little water before we put it in the oven.
All right.
Okay, it's ready to go in the oven.
That's all there is to it. Wow, that looks great.
About 45 minutes to an hour, 375 or so.
Take it out, let it set, and slice it and serve it up. Beautiful. And now I see why this is Western New York's favorite dish.
Come try our delicious homemade meatloaf at Elton's on Walden and Union or Transit Road in Elma, New York. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Eating healthy is about feeling great, having a lot of energy, emotional well-being, and mental clarity. Be aware that the foods that we ultimately choose may lead to illness or disease. Remember, we are what we eat. Keep with the basics. Baked or grilled instead of fried. Remember, fried always is filled with breaded and unnecessary oils. Choices of salad dressing. Vinaigrettes instead of cream. Cream dressings have a lot higher fat. Salads are considered healthy, however, you can intentionally make it a food with a lot of extra calories. Portion size. Remember, meat especially should be the size of the palm of your hand. Steamed veggies or salad instead of fries or onion rings. Well, I think that's kind of obvious. These simple choices will help put you on a path to improving your lifestyle. I'm Dr. Jamie Brennan, giving you just a few hints for your health.
Thanks, Jamie. It's really all about making the right choices if you want to stay healthy these days. I don't know, Jamie. It's 2 seasons. I'm still waiting for you to come and see what you're going to do for me. I need your help. 510-7111. If you know the number, please. I'll be your best customer. What do you think, Jan?
There you go. I can't believe she won't give you a call, Ross, after that.
Why.
Personal invitation. Coming up a bit later, though, we're going to meet a fun group of ladies who are planning a trip to Tuscany very soon. We've kind of got an Italian theme going today. On the menu, it's all Italian when we invade their kitchen.
But first, let's see what Buffalo Bills center Eric Woods does to keep him going before a big game.
Welcome to Ilio DiPaolo's restaurant. It's a family affair here as we carry on tradition of my grandfather of serving great food, sharing stories, talking sports, and celebrating with friends and family at the Ringside Lounge.
Hi, my name is Eric Wood, number 70 for the Buffalo Bills, and I've been coming to Ilio DiPaolo's for many years now, and every time I come, it's like coming to a second home. You know, need to fill up after a long football game, so always start off with the stuffed peppers.
Now, if you're in the mood for something hot, a little spicy, you can't go wrong with stuffed banana peppers. Now, the reason why our banana peppers are so good is because we stuff it with our homemade Italian sausage, and then we melt it with our fresh mozzarella cheese. We also pour white wine and lemon juice over the banana peppers, which really kicks up the flavor. And I'm telling you, there's nothing that compares to this appetizer.
My favorite dish when I come to Ilio's is the veal parm. Always gets me going and always a great meal.
Our most popular dish is our veal parmesan, which is pounded thin and then lightly breaded and seasoned, sauteed, then baked, and then dipped in our homemade house sauce and finished with melted mozzarella cheese.
There's a lot of tradition with Ilio DiPaolo's. When I first got here, a lot of the former players had told me about it and got to know Ilio over the years and become really close with him. And it's fun having a friend outside of football.
It's always a great day at Ilio DiPaolo's. We'll see you at the Ringside Lounge.
Closed captioning provided by
CarStar Relax. We'll take it from here.
A crash, a rear ender, a side swipe, a fender bender. No matter what you call it, every accident is a hassle. At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we will help you every step of the way to get you rolling again.
Hi, this is Tom Payne to tell you about my new burger menu. Try my new French onion burger made from fresh Angus beef topped with Swiss cheese, frizzled onions, and caramelized onion sauce. Or get crazy and try the New Orleans burger, crispy crawfish and New Orleans sauce. Or try my favorite, the rib burger, 2 Angus patties, cheddar and American cheeses, sauteed mushrooms and onions, and pulled short rib meat. Wow! Veggie burgers, turkey burgers, blue burgers. We've got them, all served with fresh cut fries at the Grapevine, 2545 Niagara Falls Boulevard in Amherst.
Key Video Productions.
Orazio's Italian Crepes is your window to the world. Treat yourself to our homemade crepes made with authentic ingredients like imported Caputo flour, mascarpone cheese, and Ghirardelli chocolate. Indulge in our all-natural small batch gelato with no artificial flavors and all the creaminess in the world. Take your taste buds on a journey right in your own backyard. Orazio's Italian Crepes in the food court at the Walden Galleria.
Welcome back to Come Dine with Me, Western New York. I'd just like to remind you to please check out our Facebook page. There, you're going to find lots of useful information on upcoming events, past shows, and this season you can enter to win some gift certificates from our featured restaurants.
Right now, let's head to our kitchen invasion and see if the chefs can teach me something new about homemade Italian cooking.
We'll see about that.
Well, my husband led me to Buffalo. We met on Long Island. He was actually in school with my brother. We moved into this area because my husband actually grew up in this neighborhood. So we loved the neighborhood and liked the house, just didn't love the house. So redoing the kitchen was sort of in the plans for me since we moved into the house. Julie at Artisan was wonderful. She helped steer me in a lot of good directions in terms of what to pick out and how to organize the kitchen, picking out cabinetry and granite. I also had a lot of help designing the kitchen with my friends who will be joining me today.
Oh, Allison's just a sweetheart. She gets along with everyone.
Just a good, kind, easygoing. She doesn't have anything bad to say about anything. Her husband is equally as nice. We get along really well as couples.
We have so much fun together. I can always count on them if I need something. You know, we've all gone through some things in our lives and they've always been there for me.
This was just going to be another extension of another good time that we're going to have together.
The ladies are getting ready to have a trip to go to Tuscany, and we wanted to send them off with some real Italian food so that when they got there, they would feel at home. Marco did his beans and greens with the scarole.
One of my absolute favorites. Just escarole lettuce, cooked with some cannellini beans and some olive oil, onions, and garlic. Finish it with some Greater Romano cheese. Doesn't get any better.
Krista did her saddle of pork, which is aristo a mele.
Well, it was a tour of Tuscany, and I always like pork. I call it the other white meat. I was really excited to serve this as the middle course. It's simple, and it's beautiful, and it reminds me of the old Kiss Theory.
And then, of course, I did the traditional pappardelle pasta with the homemade bolognese sauce.
We're doing Tuscan cooking today. I'm with my new friend Lisa, who told me she wants to be Italian. So we're gonna change the spelling of your name to L-A-S-A, like Lazza, like lasagna.
Lazza.
You like it?
Lazza, yeah.
Lasagna fit, you know, she's a little cheesy.
Marco was really funny. He was a goofball. I like goofy people that make me laugh.
I showed my new friend Lasagna how to cut up the escarole. All I'm gonna do is just run my knife through it. I'm gonna knock everything off the table as I do it.
Okay.
You wanna cut it up in cubes, rinse it off with some warm water so that it welts a little bit. Now our next step. Ready, Lasagna?
Ready.
All right, we got our pan heated to a medium to high heat because we're gonna saute, so we're gonna put a little Italian baptism water in there.
Okay.
And I lied to you, I told you medium to high heat, this thing is smoking. Sorry. Hang on, don't put that in there. You don't want it to be too hot though, that pan, you don't want it to be too hot. And take two, let's try that again. So that was really hot, so I didn't know, this stove is amazing, but we're gonna start with some Italian baptism water. We're gonna throw a little onion in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you my rubber spoon over there.
All right.
And you're gonna stir it around a little bit. Olive oil, garlic sauteed, little chicken stock, white wine, cannellini beans, and escarole. So that was super simple, wasn't it? Really easy.
Really easy.
And it's so fresh and easy. Put it on your table tonight, please.
Okay.
Come down with me, Western New York.
We're good about it.
That's really good.
That's awesome. And hot. Holy cow.
That's really hot.
I am so happy to be here today, Allison.
I'm so excited to have
It's
you.
a tour of Tuscany, I hear.
It is.
How's that sound? So we're doing the second course, and this is a rista di male. Can you say that with me?
A rista di male.
When I went to the butcher, I asked him to release the pork loin from the bone, but then tie it back up. It roasts better, it adds flavor to it. Then what we did was I made like a paste with fresh garlic, salt, and rosemary and the Cuisinart. I rubbed that pork loin down. So we want to really stuff that in there. And you see how I just tied it back up? Now let this rest about 2 hours before, and you can leave it covered right in the fridge. Boy, is that flavor or what?
Oh, Krista was just great. She gave me some good tips. She was really fun.
Roasted it in the oven, 375 degrees for about an hour and a half. Pull it out and let it rest 15 to 20 minutes before you cut into it. So all the juices will stay in there. That's important. What I wanted to finish it with an Italian-style salsa verde with garlic, capers, the anchovies in there, but nobody will know. So don't even tell them about it. And finished it with parsley and lemon juice, and then streamed slowly olive oil into the Cuisinart. I'm serving that on the side for, a little kick. Beautiful job. Thank you. High five.
Thanks.
Me being the consummate professional, I got the privilege of working with not just one beautiful lady, but two exceptionally beautiful women. So, but that would be a natural thing. I mean, that wasn't even up for discussion, Okay, ladies, we're gonna make a classic bolognese sauce. I know you're getting ready to go to Tuscany. We want to kind of get you in the mood, so we're going to do something real quick, real easy, very, very, very traditional type of a dish. You want to get started? Well, first you take some olive oil, put it in a nice hot pan. You want to render down some pancetta. After it becomes nice and brown, you want to add a sofrito, which is onions, carrots, and celery. Then we added some ground beef, veal, and pork.
He was awesome. So friendly, outgoing, made it fun, interesting. I learned so much.
Okay, now we're going to add the fresh garlic. Now that's fresh roasted garlic. That really adds, again, another level and another depth of flavor.
Cooking with Art was amazing, and I've learned quite a bit, and the garlic is going to stay with me for quite a while.
Added some San Marzano tomatoes. We had a little tomato paste for thickness, a little tomato sauce for some depth. We added some fresh oregano, fresh thyme, butter, cream, salt, pepper, cinnamon, and nutmeg, which are traditional in the bolognese sauce. Let it simmer, add a little Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, brought it to the plate for presentation, made it real true Italian.
One word that would describe today was just unforgettable.
It was outstanding.
Well, everything was delicious, and I just had so much fun making it and working with the chefs and spending the day with my friends.
It's just another great friend moment, more bonding, and so much fun to cook together.
It was great. It was fun to cook and learn different little tricks and figure out what ingredients you can use to make something quick and easy.
This will definitely prepare us for our trip to Italy.
And as we say at the end of every meal, chi mangi bene, vive bene, which means he who eats well lives well. If you eat Tuscany food or homemade Italian, it's a beautiful thing.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchens and Baths. See, touch, feel, and use our products. And by Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
Dr. Bob, where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course. Be my guest and let us do the rest.
With Frontier Catering, it's easy to show your good taste. Chef Art Christie uses time-tested techniques and authentic family recipes to create a custom menu that showcases your personal style and your venue. And with Frontier Catering, your food is prepared fresh, on-site. For corporate events, unforgettable weddings, and other signature celebrations, it has to be Frontier Catering.
Enhance your property the maintenance-free way with a fence from the Vinyl Outlet. Our vinyl fences are manufactured from the highest quality, professional-grade materials. Trust the Vinyl Outlet's reputation for excellence.
Let us transform your home.
The Sandwich Task Force is asking for your help in the capture and return of Nicky Whispers. Standing 3 inches high, his known accomplices are sweet red peppers, melted mozzarella, and Goomba oil. Whispers is armed with grilled prime rib. If you have any information on his known whereabouts, contact Marco's Italian Deli today.
John Dandies, now that the Bisons are in the off-season, where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course.
Be my guest and let us do the rest. We're back, Jan. What a terrific show. Before we go, I thought I'd remind you to support your local restaurants. As we say all the time, we love the local restaurants. That's what we're here for. And our sponsors. Please patronize your sponsors. They're a big help to keeping us on the air.
They
Right,
make
Jan?
the show possible, Russ. That's right. And Tom and Scott at the Vinyl Outlet, I've got to come and visit you. I need a fence for my backyard very, very badly. And you know what? We'll be here, though, next week on Channel 7. We hope you'll join us then. For the staff and crew at Key Video Productions and our entire team, I'm Jan Farrington.
And I'm Russ Salvatore. Time to stick a fork in it, Jan, because we are done.